Imagine waking up certain you're in control, choosing what to watch, what to buy, even what to eat. Now, what if unseen forces are guiding every step you make today? You might scroll YouTube thinking you pick every video, walk into a store thinking you choose freely, even decide what to eat believing it's your own call, but hidden nudges are everywhere. Stick around for the next 10 minutes, because I'll reveal 10 powerful psychology tricks that hijack your brain every day. By the end, you'll never look at a sale sign, social media feed, or casual conversation the same way. Once you spot these tactics, you'll have the power to take back control. Stay with me. Your mind is about to get a gentle smack of reality. Let's start with the door-in-the-face technique. Ever been asked for something outrageous, like donating $100, only to be asked moments later for a much smaller amount, say $10? You might recoil at the first request, but when they drop to something more modest, it suddenly feels reasonable. That's because your brain compared those two numbers. When you refuse the large request, you feel relief when it shrinks, and you want to comply. Charities, salespeople, and friends all use this. In a classic study, 85% refused a 2-year volunteer commitment, but when asked for only 2 hours a week, 50% agreed. That contrast effect is at the heart of door in the face, and it quietly influences many decisions. Car dealerships do something similar. They quote an inflated MSRP, then drop to a lower price, making you feel like you're getting a deal, even if the actual price was closer to that lower number all along. Next up is mirroring. When you're in a conversation, have you ever noticed yourself adopting someone's posture, gestures, or speech rhythm? That's your mirror neurons at work. If someone leans forward, you might, too. If they use phrases like, "you know what I mean," you start mirroring that language. Suddenly, you feel a sense of trust and comfort. This person gets me. Your brain thinks, and you let down your guard. Therapists use this to build rapport in minutes. Sales professionals are trained to match your gestures to gain your trust. Even speed dating studies show that couples who mirror each other's body language report stronger connections. Your brain interprets matching behaviors as signals that you belong to the same group. To spot mirroring, watch for subtle mimicry. Someone repeating your hand gestures, matching your tone, or using your favorite phrases. Once you notice it, you can choose whether to reciprocate or break the pattern. Next time you connect with someone instantly, pay attention. Mirroring has already done its work. Now, the Zeigarnik effect. A trick about how unfinished tasks haunt you until they're complete. Picture starting to write an email, then getting distracted by a notification. Suddenly, that email nags at you all day. Bulgarian psychologist Bluma Zeigarnik noticed waiters remembered unpaid orders, but forgot them once billed. Your brain resists open loops. Incomplete tasks remain active like open tabs in a browser. Movie and TV producers use cliffhangers, leave you hanging, and your mind buzzes until you return. Advertisers know this too. They tease benefits and cut off before revealing the payoff, making you click or call to finish the thought. In group projects, if one member does an incomplete section, everyone's mind may keep circling back, making it hard to focus on new work until that part is finished. Recognizing the Zeigarnik effect helps you tame these mental loops. Write tasks down, plan completion times, and give your brain permission to close those loops instead of letting them hijack your focus. Number 4 is social proof. As social creatures, we follow the crowd when we're uncertain. Imagine walking past 2 restaurants, one empty, the other packed. Which do you choose? Most join the line, assuming popularity equals quality. Online, this becomes star ratings, reviews, and trending lists. Our brains use other people's choices as shortcuts. If a product has thousands of 5-star ratings, we think, this must be good. Widgets like "customers also bought" and "trending now" exploit this. In a nightclub, if you see a long line to the restroom, you might assume something exciting is happening inside and join the line without question. Next time you see a long line or 5-star overflow, ask, "Am I choosing this because I want it, or because everyone else seems to?" If you're enjoying this so far, go ahead and click the like button. It only takes a second, and it tells me to keep making content like this. 5th is the foot in the door technique. Start small, then scale up. Imagine someone knocks on your door and asks if they can place a small, safe driving sticker in your window. You agree. A week later, they return and ask for a $50 donation. Because you already said yes to that tiny request, your brain wants to stay consistent with that self-image of being helpful. In a famous experiment, researchers got homeowners to place a small sign in their window supporting a cause, and days later, those same homeowners were significantly more likely than a control group to allow a larger sign in their yard. Once you identify with a small action, it nudges you toward bigger ones. Online, this plays out when you agree to a free trial. Next, the service asks you to upgrade to a paid subscription because you've already identified as a user. The 6th hack is scarcity, triggering your fear of missing out. Ever seen "only 2 seats left, buy now," or "sale ends in 2 hours"? That's FOMO in action, wired from our ancestors who needed to grab limited resources. Today, marketers add countdown timers, limited time offers, and exclusive access labels to make you act fast. Airlines flash remaining seats. Online retailers show low stock warnings. Even auction websites like eBay exploit this. As the countdown ticks under 10 seconds, Bidders can't resist joining last-second bids for fear of losing. Even sneaker brands release limited edition runs to spark urgency. That tension you feel, they know that panic is exactly what drives you to click. Next time you sense that rush, pause and ask, is this truly scarce, or is someone creating a false sense of urgency? Number 7 is the peak end rule, a quirk of memory. When you look back on an experience, like a vacation or a medical appointment, your brain most vividly remembers the most intense moment and the ending. The rest fades into the background. Imagine a dentist appointment where most of it is uncomfortable but ends with a light massage. You'll recall the pain and the soothing finish. Theme parks exploit this by placing the most thrilling ride at the end, so you leave thinking the day was fantastic. If a concert has a mediocre set list but ends with an epic encore, you leave riding that final wave of energy, remembering the night as electrifying. Restaurants often serve a small dessert or palate cleanser to ensure a sweet final note. By planning strong endings, you can shape how you or others remember experiences. Keep watching. Next is a trick that shapes your judgment without you even realizing it. 8th is anchoring. Your brain latches onto the first number it sees and uses it as a reference. Suppose you're shopping for a laptop. The first model you see is priced at $1,500. The next model is $1,200. Suddenly, $1,200 feels like a bargain, even if its fair value is closer to $1,000. Anchors can be completely arbitrary too. In experiments, participants spun a rigged wheel landing on 10 or 65 before guessing a percentage. Those who saw 65 guessed higher percentages. Negotiators, retailers, and agents drop a high anchor first, so anything lower seems reasonable. In real estate, agents list an initial high price so that when they show you lower options, those feel like bargains, even if they were priced fairly all along. When you see, was $499, now $299, your brain is already anchored at $499. Notice when that first number seems to set the entire deal. Number 9 is confirmation bias. Your brain's tendency to seek information that confirms what you already believe and ignore evidence that contradicts it. If you're convinced a particular diet is the only way to lose weight, you'll click on success stories and positive testimonials while dismissing studies that show mixed results. Social media algorithms intensify this by showing you content aligned with your clicks and likes, creating echo chambers where opposing voices never appear. News outlets play into this by curating headlines that confirm your political views, keeping you engaged and clicking without realizing you're getting a one-sided narrative. To break free, actively seek opposing views. Read articles from other perspectives, question your assumptions, and be willing to update your opinions based on new evidence. Only by challenging your beliefs can you step outside the bubble. If these hacks are blowing your mind, hit that like button again and subscribe to keep this channel running. Your support spreads awareness and helps more people break free. We've reached our final trick, reciprocity. When someone gives you something, you feel compelled to return the favor. In ancient societies, sharing resources meant survival. Refuse to share, risk exile. Today, marketers leverage this by handing out free samples, trial subscriptions, or small gifts. You try a free slice of cheese in a grocery store and feel the urge to buy that whole block. You get a trial streaming subscription and suddenly feel guilty if you don't upgrade. Influencers sending free products create a sense of indebtedness, making you feel that engaging, subscribing, or purchasing their merchandise is the fair return. Restaurants give diners a small candy with their bill and watch tips rise. Recognizing this urge helps you accept a gift without feeling pressured to overspend. So there you have it. 10 psychology hacks pulling your strings every day. Door in the face tricks you with contrast and reciprocity. Mirroring taps your mirror neurons to build instant rapport. The Zygarnik effect leaves unfinished tasks buzzing in your mind. Social proof convinces you to follow the crowd. Foot in the door primes you for bigger commitments. Scarcity taps into your fear of missing out. The peak end rule stamps memories with heightened moments and endings. Anchoring fixes you to the first number you see. Confirmation bias traps you in your existing beliefs. And reciprocity compels you to give back once you've received. Here's the ultimate tip. Awareness is your weapon. Once you spot these tricks, they lose most of their power. Next time you see, only 2 left, pause and ask, do I really need this? Or is my brain panicking? When someone mirrors your posture, notice how quickly trust forms. If an unfinished task pulls at your attention, recognize it's the Zygarnik effect. Those small epiphanies transform you from a puppet into the person pulling the strings. Imagine next week. You walk into a store, see a timer counting down, and think, let me sleep on this. Or you scroll social media, see posts reinforcing your views, and deliberately seek a different perspective. Those simple pauses reclaim your autonomy and keep you in control. Now, tell me in the comments which trick hit you most recently. Was it that impulse purchase spurred by scarcity, or the comfort of following the crowd? Share your experience, and let's create a community that spots these invisible influences. If this video opened your eyes, like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Together, we can spread awareness and reclaim our freedom. Applying these insights as you go forward can deliver lifelong benefits, cultivating curiosity, skepticism, and the freedom to shape your own path rather than being shaped by others. Thank you for watching. Stay curious, question everything, and I'll see you in the next deep dive.